Hello, I'm Julie Collins, a professor in the Master of Education in Reading program. I'm going to share some ideas with you to expose your children to the pleasure of literacy. Providing literacy materials and activities will help prepare your children for learning when they go to school. As your children grow, it is important for them to continue to read and write outside of school to build their skills and provide time to enjoy literacy. It's important to read with your youngest children, infants and toddlers, daily. Even if you think that they are not able to pay attention to the book, this time is important in developing a positive attitude about books and bonding with their parents, siblings, or caregivers. Board books made of cardboard or books made of fabric are made to withstand the handling skills of young readers. If you read in a language other than English, please read to your children in that language as well. The text in these books often includes alliteration, words which begin with the same letter, and rhyming, words which end with the same sounds. Hearing the rhythm and the sounds from the language in these books helps to develop important familiarity with the sounds of spoken language, which is imperative to being able to connect spoken language to written language later. Reading continues to help your toddlers and preschool children associate reading with joy and love. Your interaction with reading will model important parts of the process. As your children are looking at the pages of the book, move your finger from left to right under the words as you read them. This practice models important concepts about how written language works. Point out portions of the illustrations that support the story and ask them what they see in the pictures. The hours spent engaging children with books throughout their preschool years develop concepts such as learning that print conveys the message while reading, recognizing the cover of a book, learning that print moves from left to right and top to bottom, and that punctuation is used within the text. During and after reading provides time for you to talk to your child and ask them questions about what is happening. Be sure to offer the opportunity for your child to choose books for you to read. They may develop favorites that they ask for daily. Sometimes we can tire of reading the same book, but it provides familiarity and enjoyment for them and reinforces that the text is permanent and it's the same every time. While developing interest in reading books, it's also important to provide opportunities for your children to draw and write. Providing paper, pencils, and crayons allows your children to experience the feel of writing and drawing. You do not need to expect them to copy letters or write messages. They first just need to develop the feeling of producing the marks on the paper. Ask your child what they wrote. While it may not look like conventional writing, they are learning that print conveys messages. Providing models of reading and writing in your home will also encourage your child to spend time with these activities. You can talk to them or show them how literacy factors into your daily life at work and at home. Showing them that you write on the computer to communicate with others or jot down what you need at the grocery store will help them see the purposes of writing. And nothing communicates that you value and enjoy reading more than them seeing you read to yourself or with them. Finally, as your children start school and begin reading on their own, continue to read with your child. Many parents stop reading to and with their children, thinking that the child needs to do the reading at that point. Your reading continues to develop a pleasurable experience and provides a model of fluent reading and vocabulary above their reading level. The more your child learns to enjoy reading, the more they may choose to read on their own. Research shows that the more we read, the more words we come in contact with each day, providing practice that greatly assists in developing reading ability. Enjoy this time with your children and make literacy a fun part of your children's day.
I'm Sylvia Hurst, and I am an associate professor in the Master of Education in Reading program. Reading isn't just for school and should be enjoyed at every age of learning. As your child gets older, they will have assignments to read in many subjects, and that often doesn't leave time to read for fun. Keeping reading both enjoyable and easily accessible is important for motivation and ongoing literacy growth. There are things you can do that will encourage reading for pleasure while helping an older student continue to improve and develop their reading ability. Make reading a part of your daily life. Set an example for your family that reading matters. It doesn't matter if you're using a book, magazine, finding something digital on your phone or device. Showing your child that reading is an essential part of the many things you do, like reading instructions, following a recipe, learning about current events. It can be an encouragement. You are demonstrating literacy is an important part of your life. Find something you can read together. Is there a hobby or sport you can both read about? Look for something that interests you both and either read it together or take turns reading different parts. This is called paired or shared reading. It allows a better understanding of the text by sharing and talking about it as you go through. A discussion about what was read is a good way to clarify meaning while providing social connections. Give your child a choice for reading anytime you can. School requires certain reading assignments, but at home you can and should be able to choose what you read. Find things that they don't usually get to discover. Many adolescents and younger kids prefer nonfiction informational books, and these are great to explore. Another motivating option is a graphic novel. Recently, these have become very popular with young adults and are like comic books. These can be found on a wide variety of serious and entertaining subjects. Including pictures with the text makes it more interesting and clearer for readers. Take advantage of technology. There are many choices of audiobooks in the library for rental or purchase. These allow listening while doing other activities. This supports student interests and reading for fun. They can be a good addition to traditional reading activities. In addition, many books or documents have the option to be read aloud in the text-to-audio feature, and it can help if the book is challenging. It provides a change of pace to gathering information and entertainment. Don't hesitate to read aloud to your child at any age. It is not an activity exclusively for young children, and all ages can potentially enjoy it. Is your child stuck on something hard? Take a few minutes and read it to them. It may help them stick with the story or understand it better. These are just a few ideas that can encourage and promote reading outside of school with your older children.